हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक वंस अगेन इन द वीडियो लेक्चर सीरीज ऑफ थ्योरी ऑफ कंप्यूटेशन। ये वीडियो मैंने स्पेशली उन स्टूडेंट्स के लिए बनाया है जो कि लास्टली जो कि एग्जाम्स के लिए फाइट करते हैं, बहुत सारे कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स के लिए फाइट करते हैं। तो मुझे ऐसा लगा कि ये वीडियो बनाना बहुत ज़रूरी है। एंड इन दिस वीडियो आई हैव ट्राइड टू कवर ऑल द फैक्ट्स ऑफ फाइनाइट ऑटोमेटा, राइट? सो लेट्स यू कैन थिंक दिस वीडियो एज थिंग्स टू रिमेंबर। इस वीडियो को आप बिल्कुल थिंग्स टू रिमेंबर की कैटेगरी में आप ला सकते हैं, राइट? और इसमें मैंने कोशिश किया कि सारे के सारे पॉइंट्स को कवर करने का, राइट? सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द फर्स्ट पॉइंट, दैट इज फाइनाइट ऑटोमेटा। फाइनाइट ऑटोमेटा में कोई भी मेमोरी नहीं होता है। फाइनाइट ऑटोमेटा is not at all having any sort of storage memory. So finite automata is not having any temporary memory. Second point, finite automata दो तरीके का होता है। First is your whether it is acceptor or transducer, right? दो तरीके का फाइनाइट ऑटोमेटा होता है, जैसे कि मैंने ऑलरेडी अपने प्रीवियस लेक्चर्स में मैंने अच्छी तरीके से इन चीज़ों को मैंने डिफ्रेंशिएट किया है। एक्सेप्टर का काम सिर्फ होता है इनपुट स्ट्रिंग को एक्सेप्ट करना, राइट? और इनपुट स्ट्रिंग को एक्सेप्ट करने का मतलब क्या होता है कि अगर इनपुट स्ट्रिंग मेरा अगर रेगुलर लैंग्वेज होगा तो ही वो एक्सेप्ट होगा, अदरवाइज फाइनाइट ऑटोमेटा उसको एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेगा, right? We will see all those things ki what is regular language, what is regular grammar, what is regular expressions, that I will take the separate video on that, right? And acceptor does not generate any output. acceptor जो है सिर्फ input string को accept करता है और ये किसी तरीके का ये output को generate नहीं करता है, right? But इसके जो acceptors के जो examples हैं वो है NFA with epsilon moves, right? Second one is your NFA, that is your non-deterministic automata. And what is DFA? That is your deterministic finite state automata or finite automata. Next, transducer generates the output, right? एक्सेप्टर कभी भी आउटपुट को जनरेट नहीं करता है, लेकिन दूसरे तरीके का जो फाइनाइट ऑटोमेटा है जिसको हम ट्रांसड्यूसर कहते हैं वो हमेशा एक आउटपुट को जनरेट करता है, राइट? एंड द एग्जांपल्स ऑफ ट्रांसड्यूसर्स आर मिली मशीन एंड मूर मशीन, राइट? मिली मशीन एंड मूर मशीन। मिली मशीन और मूर मशीन के बारे में मैं अलग से मैं एक वीडियो बनाऊंगा, करेक्ट? सो नेक्स्ट वन इज योर ट्रांसड्यूसर। ट्रांसड्यूसर जनरली जनरेट्स द आउटपुट, राइट? The examples of transducers are Moore machine and Milli machine. In Moore machine, output is associated with the states, while in Milli machine, output state is associated with the transition. What is the Milli machine and what is the Moore machine? I will certainly generate a video, create a video for you to differentiate between this transducer, right? But not right now. Next one is your very important, every DFA is NFA, but every NFA is not DFA. That means every deterministic finite automata can come under your non-deterministic finite state automata, but converse is not true. That means every NFA is not treated as DFA, right? Next one is your NFA with epsilon move has the transition like Q is mapping with input symbol, right? Along with input symbol, another symbol is there that is known as your epsilon. That is why here it has been used as your union, means input symbol is included with your epsilon and it will produce you 2 raised to the power capital Q next state. So next important point about finite automata is the power of NFA is equals to the power of DFA. See, from the previous discussion I have already told you that whenever you are talking about finite automata, there are two types of finite automata. One is your NFA, that is your non-deterministic finite automata, and second one is your DFA, that is your deterministic finite automata, right? So whenever we are talking about their power, so their power are almost all equal or similar. See, sometimes in examination, in good examination, competitive examination, these type of questions has came. That's why I have prepared such type of video for you, right? Okay, fine. Next very important point, every NFA can be converted into DFA. And further, DFA can be converted into minimal or minimized DFA. What does it mean? That means when there is a FA exists, FA means NFA. When there is a FA exists, so for a FA, that is for a finite automata, for a NFA, there is a possibility of DFA. Means every NFA can be converted into DFA, right? But one thing is that DFA and minimized DFA is two different machines. After preparing the DFA, we have to minimize the DFA, means we have to minimize the state of the DFA. See, very practically I am giving you example for that. Whenever we are constructing the compiler, so compiler is based on your DFA only, right? But it should be minimized states, right? It must be a minimized state. That's why it has been clearly noticed that every NFA can be, first of all, it is converted into DFA, and that DFA must be, later on we can minimize the DFA by scrutinizing the states. Okay, one very important point, that is 10th point, it is also came in some good competitive exams. If NFA has n states, right? If NFA has n states, then DFA can have at most 2 raised to power n states. This is very important property of FA. So these are main 10 points about FA which I want to deliver to you. This video, whatever I have prepared for you, this was really for the good competitive examination point of view. So I do hope that many things can be must be clear in your mind. So thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day.